Tired of the spin? Sick of the noise? BS with Joe. Cutting through the show, truth bombs drop. Now everybody knows. Red, white, blue, but never just one view. It's the real, raw take, straight to you. This is BS with Joe. Let's get into it.
All right. So this is BS with Joe.
They used to say that the sun will never set on the United Kingdom.
You know, it's setting.
It might not even rise over the United Kingdom right now.
So, yeah. Lot of...
From Scotland to Northern Ireland, from London's corridors of power to forgotten towns of the north, it's something's breaking.
Oh, yeah. And one of the biggest things that I know that's going on is Ireland is actually economically a powerhouse right now.
Yes.
More so than England.
Scotland has voted to leave the Union.
Yes.
So, I mean, we'll get into Alberta and Saskatchewan in another episode, but we're talking about the United Kingdom right now. The Liberal government and the population increase of a certain demographic is causing severe civil unrest to the point where they could be facing a civil war.
Oh, yeah. Well, not only that, but once they started restricting their right to free speech,
They have.
that right there is, a tinderbox.
Yeah, there's severe political unrest. There's disillusionment in both the Tories and the Labour Party.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on what happened with the Prime Minister just recently.
What happened recently with the Prime Minister?
He's neither Labour or Tory.
Oh. He went totally off the rails.
Yes.
So please give me and the viewers more information on that. Because I followed it, but not closely.
Yeah, I forget the name of the party, but it's a third party that really had no power, and he won like a landslide because a lot of the people that you'd normally vote Tory or Labour voted for him.
Because they didn't want to vote Tory or Labour, so they voted for this guy.
And he's an ultra-conservative.
Well, that's good.
Versus the liberal people that were in there before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one positive. But, I mean...
What is he actually going to do?
Yeah. So,
that's the question.
They're still reeling from the Brexit aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people in the British Parliament that want to give control back to the European Union. And they've actually made moves to do so.
So they don't want the power of their own country?
Right. The Liberals want to go back to the European Union.
Well, yeah, because with the European Union, they had more financial stability and they had fingers to point, things like that. It's, one of the biggest things I see with all politicians is they don't want to own the responsibility for their actions. They want to say, oh, it's due to this. Oh, it's due to that.
This isn't about red versus blue. This is about London versus everybody else.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because Scotland is calling for a second referendum. Ireland is talking about reunification.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anything coming out of Wales, but I mean the fact is, the cost of living is in crisis, and there's strikes all over the country. The UK it's really in bad shape.
Well, cost of living crisis, that's not just the UK, it's also here in the US.
Scotland is also calling for EU reunification.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go back to the EU because their economy is just it's hurting.
It's hurting.
I don't know that that's really the solution. I think the solution is that they need to unify and actually be the United Kingdom again and be the world superpower that they once were.
Well, this is going to sound very baby boomerish of me, but they need to get to work.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, you need to raise your country's GDP. Ireland's doing it.
All right, you work around Universal, and you've seen a lot of the people that are guests in this country.
Yes.
From that region.
Yes.
And when you talk to these people, and because I used to work there, when you talk to these people, if you ask them where they're from, the only ones that'll say they're from the United Kingdom are the Brits.
Yes.
The Scottish will say they're from Scotland. The Irish will say they're from Ireland. The Welsh will say they're from Wales.
Yeah.
If you tell them, oh, you're from the UK, they're like, no, I'm from Wales.
Yes. They used to say they were all from the UK. Now only the British say they're from the UK, and you're right. And the Irish and the Welsh, you could easily tell where they're from just by their accents.
Yeah.
They speak English, but you can't understand the English.
Scottish, too.
Yeah. Well, Scottish is a little easier to understand, but the Irish and the Welsh...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Scottish in your blood?
It is. Same with Irish, too. Irish and Scottish. But yeah, I mistaken somebody that was speaking English to me with a thick Irish accent. I thought he was speaking a whole nother language.
It sounds like Gaelic.
Yes, it sounded very Gaelic, the way the accent was, and the way they kind of smashed the words together. It was very difficult, but yeah, they're proud of where they come from.
Yeah,
except for the British.
I mean, if you look back, the United Kingdom has had problems.
We've always had problems.
Yeah, I mean, look at what happened in, what was it, the 60s? With Dublin and the Northern Ireland crisis.
Oh, yeah.
And that one, I still don't really understand it. I've never understood how people that are of a religion that believes in peace, love, and understanding can attack another religion that believes the same thing because they're both Christians.
Well,
it's the
Catholic
Protestants and Catholics. That was what the Northern Ireland thing was about.
Well, partially. The other part was...
it really got bad when the Black and Tans came in.
Yes. One of the biggest things is it was a lot of taxation and oppression, and that's what led to a lot of the unrest.
Right.
The British being British.
Yeah.
Wanting to, we're doing this, we're holding you down, or we're doing something because we want this. We want this authority.
So is this Brexit vote a modern flashpoint?
It could be. I think the biggest thing that's going on with the UK and British Ireland and Scotland and Wales is a lot of stuff that's going on with immigrants.
Okay. I
think that's a lot of that's, and then also the fact that they don't have freedom of speech. It's all coming to a head. Also, rule of law. They're having a breakdown of rule of law.
And the monarchy's getting weakened.
Oh, yeah. Well, the monarchy's, woke. And...
the monarchy's in a crisis right now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not good.
Well,
this is not a time for the monarchy to be in a crisis.
Yeah.
I think that, in my opinion, the best thing for the monarchy would be to let William take over.
Yeah. Yeah, but George, I think, is it King George that's in power right now?
Did he change his name to George?
I don't remember who it is. It's
Charles.
Charles, that's it. Charles. I don't know why I was thinking George.
I mean, I thought about it for a second because a lot of times when people take over the monarchy, they change their name.
No,
he didn't.
Charles.
Change his name. Yeah.
Charles. Yeah, Andrew. But Andrew, I don't. The thing is, I don't think he wants the crown.
No, he doesn't. But what it boils down to is the United Kingdom still a country, or is it just a group of reluctant roommates?
It's becoming a group of reluctant roommates, but it is a country, I believe. Still,
it's really weak.
It is very weak, and they could divide up quickly, or they could reunite with the EU, which I think that's a very large mistake.
And the monarchy can either be the glue, or it can be the funeral wreath.
Well, the monarchy could even let them rule themselves.
I mean, the monarchy doesn't really have that much control over the actual ruling anymore.
No.
But they do have a lot of influence.
Yeah.
And they could use their influence to steer things in the correct direction.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not doing that.
No, of course not. Because he doesn't know how to lead.
Now,
I'm sorry, but...
Here's the next question. Could the U.S. or the European Union get involved and help the situation?
Oh, I think our involvement would just make things worse.
I think you're right.
Um,
Would any part of Britain be better off after a breakup?
Oh yeah. I think Ireland would be strong. As long as Ireland stayed independent.
Ireland and Scotland would both join the EU.
And that, I think, is a big mistake.
Yeah.
And I can see why they want to join the EU. And a lot of it has to do with trade, because I think they have power issues.
They do.
But that's where if they were to go nuclear, that could save a lot of things. But the problem is with nuclear, once you have nuclear power and things like that, you need to have some sort of protection, which the Royal Army, I don't think, is very strong at all.
They're still a superpower.
They're a superpower, but if they break up,
well, yeah.
If they break up, and that's why they want to join the EU. Well, it's just like Canada wanting to join the US.
So are we witnessing a slow motion collapse?
Oh yeah. We're witnessing a slow motion collapse in several countries, even here in the US, because as long as people can afford food, you're not going to have a revolt or a revolution. But when you don't have a place to live, you're going to have a population decline.
Well, let me ask you, what does British unity mean, and is it worth saving?
Yeah, any UK followers or subscribers.
And who's fighting for it?
Yeah, give us information.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about that. I just know that they're very divided on a lot of subjects and topics, and I think a lot of it has to go back to what's always been taxation and other things. Like Ireland's the largest GDP producer,
right,
and they're supporting a lot of these other parts of the country or the United Kingdom. Same with Scotland and Wales.
Their civil war is not going to be fought with guns. It's going to be fought in Parliament,
and
courts,
economics,
and group chats.
Yeah,
and encrypted group chats.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, that's modern war, I guess.
I guess. But it's a growing north-south divide, and it really is London versus everybody else.
Yeah. Or everybody else wanting to go back to the EU.
Yeah, and even part of London wants to go back to the EU. Parliament is undermining the crown, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the prime minister.
Yeah.
The current prime minister is, like I said, he's very conservative. He does not want to be back in the EU. He wants the sovereignty of the nation. But I don't know. Was Brexit really that bad of a thing for them?
It is. Anytime you combine your powers with another power, it allows you to coast, and when you coast, you're not producing as much. And it's who's going to coast first, because now they're going to be carrying the weight of the other individual.
So Britain coasted too long, and now they're hurting because they tried to go out on their own.
Well, I think that they wanted to separate from the EU because they were afraid the EU was going to coast on them.
That could be.
Yeah. Now they realize they were the ones that probably were the ones going to coast. It's just like here in the U.S. You look at like your large cities like Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit can't function on its own. It doesn't have the GDP to function on its own to keep with funding Medicaid, Medicare, housing, and all this other stuff for individuals in need. There's no way they could support themselves. So the United States government helps give them funds to pay all those things.
True.
And that's what the EU is. The EU is when they combine everything like that, they're all sharing the responsibilities.
Right.
When they exited, they unburdened themselves with a lot of burden, but they also were responsible for themselves.
They lost a lot of trade opportunity with other members of the European Union because the European Union was not happy with them leaving.
No, and there's where tariffs come in. So they probably tariffed the hell out of the UK, and the UK was like, "Oh crap!"
Anyway, you owe us a like.
Yeah, share, subscribe, leave a comment,
Please.
I feel like I could go on all day on that one.